Chapter 25. And Jehovah proceeded to speak to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, that they may take up a contribution for me. From every man whose heart incites him, you people are to take up the contribution of mine. And this is the contribution that you are to take up from them: gold, and silver, and copper, and blue thread, and wool, dyed reddish-purple, and cocker scarlet material, and fine linen, and goat's hair, and ram skins dyed red, and seal skins, and acacia wood, oil for the luminary, balsam oil for the anointing oil, and for perfumed incense, and onyx stones and setting stones for the ephod, and for the breastpiece. And they must make a sanctuary for me, as I must tabernacle in the midst of them, according to all that I am showing you as the pattern of the tabernacle, and pattern of all its furnishings. That is the way you are to make it. And they must make an ark of acacia wood, 2.5 cubits its length, and 1.5 cubits its width, and 1.5 cubits its height. And you must overlay it with pure gold. Inside and outside you are to overlay it. And you must make a border of gold round about upon it. And you must cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them above its 4 feet, with 2 rings upon the one side of it, and 2 rings upon its other side. And you must make poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold. And you must put the poles through the rings upon the sides of the ark, in order to carry the ark with them. In the rings of the ark the poles are to stay. They are not to be removed from it. And you must place in the ark the testimony that I shall give you. And you must make a cover of pure gold, 2.5 cubits its length, and 1.5 cubits its width. And you must make 2 cherubs of gold. Of hammered work you are to make them, on both ends of the cover, and make 1 cherub on this end, and 1 cherub on that end. On the cover you are to make the cherubs at its 2 ends. And the cherubs must be spreading out their 2 wings upward, screening over the cover with their wings, with their faces one toward the other. Toward the cover the faces of the cherubs should be. And you must place the cover above upon the ark, and in the ark you will place the testimony that I shall give you. And I will present myself to you there, and speak with you from above the cover, from between the 2 cherubs that are upon the ark of the testimony, even all that I shall command you for the sons of Israel. And you must make a table of acacia wood, 2 cubits its length, and 1 cubit its width, and 1.5 cubits its height. And you must overlay it with pure gold, and you must make for it a border of gold round about. And you must make for it a rim of a handbreadth round about, and you must make the border of gold for its rim round about. And you must make for it 4 rings of gold, and place the rings on the 4 corners that are for the 4 feet. The rings should be close by the rim, as supports for the poles to carry the table. And you must make the poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold, and they must carry the table with them. And you must make its dishes, and its cups, and its pitchers, and its bowls, with which they will pour libations. You are to make them out of pure gold. And you must put the showbread upon the table before me constantly. And you must make a lampstand of pure gold. Of hammered work the lampstand is to be made, its base, its branches, its cups, its knobs, and its blossoms are to proceed out from it. And 6 branches are running out from its sides, 3 branches of the lampstand from its one side, and 3 branches of the lampstand from its other side. 3 cups shaped like flowers of almond are on the one set of branches, with knobs and blossoms alternating, and 3 cups shaped like flowers of almond on the other set of branches, with knobs and blossoms alternating. This is the way it is with the 6 branches running out from the lampstand. And on the lampstand are 4 cups shaped like flowers of almond, with its knobs and its blossoms alternating. And the knob under 2 branches is out of it, and the knob under the 2 other branches is out of it, and the knob under 2 more branches is out of it, for the 6 branches running out from the lampstand. Their knobs and their branches are to proceed out from it. All of it is one piece of hammered work, of pure gold. And you must make 7 lamps for it, and the lamps must be lit up, and they must shine upon the area in front of it. And its snuffers and its fire holders are of pure gold. Of a talent of pure gold he should make it with all these utensils of it. And see that you make them after their pattern that was shown to you in the mountain. Chapter 26. And the tabernacle you are to make of 10 tent cloths, of fine twisted linen and blue thread and wool dyed reddish-purple and caucus scarlet material. With cherubs, the work of an embroiderer, you will make them. The length of each tent cloth is 28 cubits, and the width of each tent cloth is 4 cubits. There is one measure for all the tent cloths. 5 tent cloths are to form a series with the one joined to the other, and 5 tent cloths a series with the one joined to the other. And you must make loops of blue thread upon the edge of the one tent cloth at the end of the series, and you are to do the same upon the edge of the outermost tent cloth at the other place of junction. You will make 50 loops on the one tent cloth, and 50 loops you will make on the extremity of the tent cloth that is at the other place of junction, the loops being opposite one to the other. And you must make 50 hooks of gold, and join the tent cloths one to the other by means of the hooks, and it must become one tabernacle. And you must make cloths of goat's hair for the tent upon the tabernacle. You will make 11 tent cloths. The length of each tent cloth is 30 cubits, and the width of each tent cloth is 4 cubits. There is one measure for the 11 tent cloths, and you must join 5 tent cloths by themselves, and 6 tent cloths by themselves, and you must fold double the 6th tent cloth at the forefront of the tent. And you must make 50 loops upon the edge of the one tent cloth, the outermost one in the series, and 50 loops upon the edge of the tent cloth at the other place of junction. And you must make 50 hooks of copper, and put the hooks in the loops and join the tent together, and it must become one. And what remains over of the cloths of the tent is an overhanging. Half of the tent cloth that remains over is to hang over the back of the tabernacle. And the cubit on this side, and the cubit on that side, in what remains over in the length of the cloths of the tent, will serve as an overhanging on the sides of the tabernacle, to cover it on this side and on that. And you must make a covering for the tent of ram skins dyed red, and a covering of sealskins up on top. And you must make the panel frames for the tabernacle of acacia wood, standing on end. 10 cubits is the length of a panel frame, and 1.5 cubits is the width of each panel frame. Each panel frame has 2 tenons joined one to the other. That is the way you will do with all the panel frames of the tabernacle. And you must make the panel frames for the tabernacle 20 panel frames for the side toward the Negeb, to the south. And you will make 40 socket pedestals of silver under the 20 panel frames, 2 socket pedestals under the one panel frame with its 2 tenons, and 2 socket pedestals under the other panel frame with its 2 tenons. And for the other side of the tabernacle, the northern side, 20 panel frames, and there 40 socket pedestals of silver, 2 socket pedestals under the one panel frame, and 2 socket pedestals under the other panel frame. And for the rear sections of the tabernacle to the west, you will make 6 panel frames, and you will make 2 panel frames as corner posts of the tabernacle on its 2 rear sections, and they should be duplicates at the bottom, and together they should be duplicates up to the top of each one at the first ring. That is the way it should be for the 2 of them. They will serve as 2 corner posts. And there must be 8 panel frames and their socket pedestals of silver, 16 pedestals, 2 socket pedestals under the one panel frame, and 2 socket pedestals under the other panel frame. And you must make bars of acacia wood, 5 for the panel frames of the one side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the panel frames of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the panel frames of the side of the tabernacle for the 2 rear sections to the west. And the middle bar at the center of the panel frames is running through from end to end. And you will overlay the panel frames with gold, and their rings you will make of gold as supports for the bars, and you must overlay the bars with gold. And you must set up the tabernacle according to the plan of it that you have been shown in the mountain. And you must make a curtain of blue thread and wool dyed reddish-purple and copper scarlet material and fine twisted linen. He will make it with cherubs, the work of an embroiderer. And you must put it upon 4 pillars of acacia overlaid with gold. Their pegs are of gold. They are upon 4 socket pedestals of silver. And you must put the curtain under the hooks and bring the ark of the testimony there within the curtain. And the curtain must make a division for you between the holy and the most holy. And you must put the cover upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy. And you must set the table outside the curtain, and the lampstand opposite the table on the side of the tabernacle toward the south. And the table you will put on the north side. And you must make a screen for the entrance of the tent of blue thread and wool dyed reddish-purple and copper scarlet material and fine twisted linen, the work of a weaver. And you must make for the screen 5 pillars of acacia, and overlay them with gold. Their pegs are of gold, and you must cast for them 5 socket pedestals of copper.